The show goes on as Ricardinho signs an extension with Riga Futsal Club in absolutely amazing fashion as he harnesses his inner Wolf of Wall Street to make the announcement with the team. It was so much fun to watch and quite an entertaining way to announce that you are continuing your career with someone as legendary as Ricardinho. You know, everyone is always speculating what is next. And when you're at what appears to be the tail end of your career and still doing it so well, all eyes were on Ricardinho during this season to see what was next for him. Riga Futsal Club out of Latvia was the latest club to capture his attention and his services as he returned to Europe, took on the UEFA Champions League with a revamped club with a complete rebrand, and really captivated him with their passion and their vision for the sport of futsal in Latvia. They came up just short in the elite round of making it to the Final Four in a massive what could have been a massive upset against Barcelona, where they only lost by 1 goal. Even tying in that game would have been enough to push them through to that Final Four, as Barcelona had already slipped up earlier in the round. History so close for the club from Latvia, and now we see a second chance, and maybe Ricardinho is able to help this team advance to that Final Four next season. Already looking ahead past this current Final Four that's ahead of us in May. But let's talk more about the legend himself. It all started at the age of 14 when a outdoor trial gone wrong at Porto changed his football trajectory, and he started to pursue a passion for futsal. Now, a lot behind that you guys can find online, particularly at Futsal Planet, where they have some great articles about Ricardinho. Plenty of places all over the internet. If you guys don't know who this is, you must be absolutely brand new to futsal, because he is a living legend of the sport. After a real short break after that knockdown in the football world, he did find his answer, and he would take no for an answer ever since. Again, harnessing that mindset of the Wolf of Wall Street. He is telling us not to take no for an answer. He is pursuing futsal in places that don't normally see it as prevalent and making a difference in the world. He's entering his 21st pro season. The man's 38 years old, and he's had 21 seasons under his belt. He's played for iconic clubs like Benfica. He's played for Inter Movistar, at both places winning multiple futsal championships for UEFA before it was named the Champions League. It was the Futsal Cup. He won 3 between those 2 clubs. Even did a stint in Japan in between as well. So obviously no stranger to a little bit of globe trotting. The legend also found himself traveling back across the globe again after his Inter Movistar move. But first, he made a stop in France, where ACCS was revamping futsal in their world, and he was captivated by their story as well and made a UEFA Champions League run with that club. You know, ever since his departure from Inter Movistar, it seems like Ricardinho has been doing his part to pay it forward for the next generation of futsal players, not only in prevalent countries like Portugal and Spain, but also in countries that aren't seeing as much action. Take a look at where France is today and how much more of a powerhouse their teams are in futsal based on that investment. One could argue it was sparked by Ricardinho creating that fever there and creating an interest in the sport with his talent, his unprecedented talent. From there, he traveled across the globe to Indonesia, where he played for Pendekar United, where a famous YouTuber from that region bought a team license and started the new team there. Unfortunately, the team in both years that he was there did not see much success. They were mid-table both times, but the success off the court was extremely prevalent. You could see how happy in his social media post Ricardinho was. You could see how many fans were showing up to watch him play, packing arenas and venues in Indonesia, a place where travel can sometimes be difficult with it being an archipelago. So very interesting stuff there that he was able to captivate that audience, and then finding his way back to Europe and playing for this Latvian club, Riga, who has been running away with the Latvian regular season and is likely going to be representing again. There is no one touching this club right now in that region. They have revamped beyond Ricardinho with some other major stars from around the globe and have built a team around him and really invested to try and make that one last dance something really, really special. So there's a lot to look at here. You know, at this point, it's going to take a SWAT team to take Ricardinho out of futsal, and I am so excited for it. You take a look at the guy. He recently invested and created an esports club all signs kind of point to the fact that maybe he's done. His national team time is done, and he just keeps on going. He's not going anywhere, and the show goes on. What a legendary career for a legendary player. Ricardinho, you are one of the best in the world. You've captivated us for years, and we love that you continue to do it. We cannot wait to see another season on the court. What do you guys think about this? Make sure you sound off in the comments below. And hey, don't forget, Riga does stream their games on YouTube, and there's no geo-block, so it's very easy to find. So if you want to capture the legend himself in action, that's a great way to do it. Another great way to capture Ricardinho's passion is to catch him on Twitch, as he does live stream on Twitch while he's playing games. Another one of his side passions there. So make sure you guys follow along. Links in the description as always. And I can't wait to hear from you guys. In fact, and one of the things I'm most curious about, what is one of your guys' most memorable moments of Ricardinho? And what do you think you would share is one of the things that had him captivate you as a fan of futsal, or maybe even as a player? Sound off in the comments below. Until I hear from you then, don't forget, play with your soul.